Katie, Thurston, and Beverly Ortega were not your average friends. Their coffee dates often turned into planning sessions for their next big adventure. Katie was the planner, always with a map. Beverly, the dreamer, saw dragons in clouds. Together they were unstoppable, having hiked peaks and kayaked wild rivers. They believed the best stories were lived, not read. Their friendship was built on a shared love for excitement and adventure. On this particular Tuesday, when the world seemed gray, they were ready. They didn't know what the day would bring, but they knew they would face it together. Their friendship was a safety net that allowed them to be brave. Katie knew Beverly would make her laugh if she got scared. Beverly knew Katie would keep them safe, no matter what. This trust powered all their adventures. They were about to do something big, something most would run from. But Katie and Beverly weren't most people. They were adventurers at heart. They saw a challenge and ran towards it. This day was going to be different, loud and flashy. It was going to be a story they would tell for the rest of their lives. The sky was getting ready to put on a show, and they had front row seats. And let me tell you, they were about to do something big. The day started ordinary enough, but by afternoon, the sky changed. Huge, dark clouds rolled in, looking like bruised cotton balls. The air grew heavy and still, the kind of quiet that feels loud. The world seemed to hold its breath, waiting for what was next. A low rumble echoed in the distance, a gentle warning from the sky. Katie and Beverly were on Katie's porch, sipping iced tea. A slow smile spread across Beverly's face. She loved the drama of it all. The wind picked up, carrying the smell of rain and wet earth. The world transformed from normal to magical and a little scary. The clouds were a swirling masterpiece of gray, purple, and black. The distant thunder grew bolder, a deep growl vibrating in their chests. Birds went silent and squirrels disappeared. It was just the two friends and the approaching storm. The world was their private theater, and the main event was about to begin. Beverly stood at the porch's edge, eyes wide with wonder. "Look at that, Katie," she whispered, as if in a museum. "It's beautiful." Katie joined her, seeing both beauty and power. The sky was putting on a performance, not a small shower. This was going to be an epic, full-blown thunderstorm. Most people see a sky like that and go inside, but Katie and Beverly had a different idea. Beverly's eyes sparkled with a familiar, crazy light. "We should go," Beverly said, filled with excitement. "Go where? Inside?" Katie suggested popcorn and a movie. "No, silly, let's chase it," Beverly laughed. Driving alongside it, seeing the lightning up close, it was wild. Katie, the planner, thought about the risks and safety, but the idea excited her. Why not? It was a story too good to pass up. "You're crazy," Katie said, smiling. "Crazy fun," Beverly grinned wider. "It'll be our most epic adventure yet. Think of the pictures. The decision was made. Operation Thunderstorm Chase." Their hearts pounded with fear and pure adrenaline. They weren't just going to watch the storm from a window. They were going to drive right into the heart of the adventure. Once the decision was made, Katie's planner mode kicked in. "If we're doing this, we're doing it right and safely," she said. Their first stop was the kitchen for snacks. They packed chips, chocolate bars, water, and hot cocoa. Next, Katie focused on safety, checking the weather radar. She grabbed a first aid kit, flashlights, and an emergency car kit. "We stay in the car at all times, okay?" Katie said seriously. "Promise?" Beverly crossed her heart. "Promise." While Katie handled safety, Beverly created a playlist, Thunderstorm Jams. It was a mix of rock anthems, movie soundtracks, and pop songs. Music was essential, setting the mood and keeping spirits high. "The playlist is ready," Beverly announced. With snacks, safety gear, and a killer playlist, they were ready. They took one last look at the cozy safe house. But the call of adventure was stronger. They hopped into Katie's SUV, buckled up, and looked at each other. They were a team, prepared, a little nervous, but mostly excited. Katie turned the key, the engine roared, and they headed towards the storm. The moment they hit the road, the world changed. The wind howled and rain began to fall in big, fat drops. Within minutes, a sprinkle turned into a downpour. The windshield wipers clicked, fighting to keep the view clear. Beverly turned up the music. A rock anthem filled the car. They drove away from calm into chaos. Katie gripped the steering wheel, focused on the road and sky. A brilliant flash of lightning lit up the landscape. It was followed by a deafening clap of thunder that shook the car. Beverly gasped, half fear, half awe. "Whoa! Did you see that?" she yelled. Katie nodded, heart pounding. They found a safe road parallel to the storm's path. The rain came down in sheets, like driving through a waterfall. Inside, they were safe, munching on chips, singing along. "It's like we're in a movie," Beverly exclaimed. The storm was alive, a living, breathing thing. Lightning was its voice, thunder its heartbeat. They weren't just watching it, they were feeling it. It was terrifying and exhilarating all at once. There was a moment when excitement tipped into real fear. They pulled over on a high, empty road for a better view. The storm was at its peak, rain sounding like gravel on the car. A flash of lightning struck close, thunder explosive. The lights flickered, music cut out. In the silence, Beverly's voice was small. "Okay, that was a little scary," she admitted. Katie, keeping her fear in check, squeezed her friend's hand. "Just a little," she agreed, voice shaky. They sat there, two friends in a metal box surrounded by nature's power. The darkness pressed in, a reminder of their smallness. Then, Beverly made shadow puppets against the dashboard. A goofy rabbit, then a duck. Katie laughed, a belly-deep laugh that chased away fear. Humor was what they needed, a reason to smile. Beverly's puppets were more powerful than thunder. Their teamwork shone through, a perfect partnership. They played I Spy with things seen in lightning flashes. I spy with my little eye, something big and electric. It was their way of facing the challenge, turning fear into fun. As quickly as it arrived, the storm moved on. The rain softened, thunder a distant echo. The dark clouds broke apart, revealing a stunning sunset. The world smelled clean and fresh, nature exhaling. The show was over, the finale stunning. Katie and Beverly got out, stretching their legs. A double rainbow arched across the sky, a reward for bravery. They stood in silence, taking it all in. They had chased the storm and come out the other side. They were different, braver, changed by the experience. The adventure deepened their bond beyond coffee dates. They shared fear, laughter, awe, relying on each other. The experience was a powerful thread in their friendship. Looking at the colorful sky, they felt connected to each other and the world. They had seen nature's power and beauty, feeling small but alive. Driving home, they retold the story, laughing about thunder and puppets. Their friendship felt stronger, tested by the storm. Operation Thunderstorm Chase was special, a day they danced with the storm. It made their friendship shine brighter than any lightning. And it was just one of many adventures to come.